Kira? Kyungnae. Jason. So most of the kicks in Taekwondo are based off the three basic kicks, the front kick, side kick, and turning kick. However, there are some kicks that don't quite fit into those categories. So this is a new family of kicks called the Crescent kicks. So for the Crescent kicks, it's a crescent motion. So you've seen like a crescent moon. It's going across like this. That's what the same as what the crescent kicks will be. We're coming up and around. So for the first type of crescent kick, that's the outward crescent kick. You're bringing your foot up across your body, coming outward with your whole leg, and setting it down. So it looks like this. So remember, it's an outward movement. So you're coming up across your body, and then you come outward. So if this is my inside, this is my outside. Coming outward. So for this kick, you might find yourself hitting kind of with the side of the foot. Try to focus most of the hit on the heel. That gives you more power. And there are lots of different uses for this kick. So for this kick, you can use it as a block. If somebody's punching, you can block it out of the way and then advance in. You can use it as a strike. You can hit to the head. Imagine what it would feel like to have a foot slapping your face. Wouldn't feel great, so it's a good attack. And it's also good as a stretch. So if I do it with the other side here, you can feel the stretch in your leg. So this is a great way to practice for other kicks by stretching your leg like this to improve flexibility. So that's an outward crescent kick. The other type is the inward crescent kick. So this time, instead of coming outward with your leg, you're gonna come up here and swing inward with your leg. So this one can be used as a block, maybe as a stretch as well, and definitely for an attack. So come up like this. Now the reason you might want to use this one as an attack rather than that outward crescent kick is because you're able to aim your foot, especially your heel, toward your opponent. So I bring up my leg like this, I can point the bottom of my foot towards my opponent, and I can pull my foot back to only hit with the heel. So that gives you a lot more power in this kick, so it's good for striking to the head especially, once you gain enough flexibility. So on this kick, it's still important to bring up the knee. You're bringing, that's what's coming up first. And then you can snap as you come across. So this one's coming from outside inwards. You can also practice it on your hand if you're at home. Practice hitting your hand like this. You can also practice doing your outward crescent kick over something. So say if I have a chair out in front of me, I can try to kick over it. Or if I have a wall in front of me, if I find the right distance, I can try to kick and avoid the wall. So that's a good way to practice your flexibility. So those are the two crescent kicks. There's also a similar kick called the axe kick. And instead of hitting horizontally with this kick, this time it's vertical. So unlike the straight kicks and the turning kick and the crescent kicks, this one is kicking downwards. So if I bring up my leg like this, it starts similarly to the front rising stretch. This time you're trying to hit with the back of the heel. See, so I bring it up and come down. So this kick, you might be more difficult to use it at first if you're not experienced with it or if you're not flexible enough. So don't start using it in sparring just yet, but you might want to use it to hit on the shoulder, even if you're flexible enough the head. If your opponent is leaning over, You can use it to come down, so there are good ways to use it. You can also scrape down your opponent's body with it. So there are lots of ways to use this kick. It's very strong. It's using the heel, so of course there's plenty of power to be had through it. So you can practice that. There are also 2 different or 3 different even ways to come up. You can come up from the outside and straight down. You can come up from the inside and straight down, or you can just come up and straight down. So the reason we go to the outside or to the inside is because if we're imagining our opponent is standing right here, we can't go straight through them to get up there and come down. We need to go around their body before we can come down. So work on your outward crescent kick, your inward crescent kick, and your axe kick. Those are all very good for flexibility. So keep practicing those, and they also show up in more advanced kicks later on. So you want to know those. Cheer up! Kyungnae.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.